Okay guys, welcome back to Binary Guy playing on Deci's server. And I have been informed several times that this is not a storage room. This is Deci's house. And there's Deci. You see, this sign wasn't there before. So he has been informed, and he now has a sign. So that mistake will not happen again. Okay, so I have done a little bit of caving. I found some redstone. And found a little more than that. So let's go ahead and flip over there and check out what else happened while I was caving. And then we'll come back here and do a little bit of building. Okay guys, so I've done a little bit of caving. I've been needing some redstone, which I've found over 2 stacks now. Oh, zombie. Die, zombie. Straight to the heart. Okay. And while I was down here, I found some diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. I went ahead and I've already looked underneath it. Oh, not only diamonds, but also experience. How good can it get? Alright, cool. And not only did I find diamond there, but I figured you guys would want to see this also. There's redstone and more diamond right here. Let's see, I count 1, 2, 3, 7 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, awesome. Okay, so I am in the end. After I went mining, I made a pickaxe. And I need to get a few more levels to enchant the pick. And apparently there's a nice Enderman farm out here. So we're gonna mosey on over here. Okay, so here we are. We're at the Enderman trap. And it looks like they're starting to fall. So let's see. There we go. At level 24, so I don't need many more. I just need enough to get to my level 30. Let's see, while I'm waiting for these guys to fall down, let me grab a couple of stacks of ender pearls. There are plenty of them down here, so nobody should be missing any of these. And I'm just going to drop them in the ender chest. And I can use those around the build, make it a little easier to get around. Oh, okay. It's an empty minecart. Am I being visited by a ghost? Hello? Oh, okay, it's Big Cheese. Okay, there he is. Now I can see him. That makes a lot more sense now. Alright, cool. Okay, we've got level 30. Time for a pick enchant. Let me go ahead and tell Cheese I'm done. Okay, so let's see what we can get. 30 levels. This is my first enchant in 1.3.1. And let's hope it's a good one. No! I jinxed myself, didn't I? Alright, well let's head on back. I'll put it here for safekeeping and I'll pick it up in town. Okay, I'm back at the house now. And I seem to have some visitors. I think they're interested to see what's going on here. Hi guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on the second floor. I'm going to put a ledge around it. I'm going to keep using the same style with the windows on each of the walls. So let's go ahead and grab some some sandstone. Oh, we want the smooth sandstone. I think they just want to be on YouTube. Smile at the camera, guys. You're on YouTube. Alright, so just a couple more of these blocks in. Okay, so inside here, gonna be running redstone up the side. So to activate the farms, whenever you walk through the door, you're gonna step on this pressure plate, which is gonna power some redstone in the basement. Let me go ahead and get that set up. Hello, villagers. Excuse me. I don't want to trade with you. Nope. Burk. Okay. So this should be right underneath the floor. Excuse me. You got a crappy trade anyway. Leave. Get out of the way. I'm trying to... Alright, so this is going to be 1, 2, so right under this. Perfect. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've been looking at this. I think I'm going to change out the sandstone here. I'd rather have a layer to kind of set apart the floors. So let me put down a layer of wood and see how that looks. This is just regular oak wood. To here. And let's just do this all the way around. So that'll give us a layer of sandstone, glass, sandstone, and then wood. And what I'm doing right here in the corner is the redstone that's going to power this whole operation. And I'm trying to just kind of work it into the build as more of an aesthetic. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting rid of my ladder. Okay, so there's the first layer around. But yeah, I'm setting up this where it'll be off right here, and then it'll power the pistons that come around the side. Oops. Okay, so we want the floor to be right here. And let me go ahead and put the outside wall on just so we have an idea of what's happening. I have 2 glass panes. Let's go ahead and use them here. Put one here and one right there. That's nice and symmetrical, right? Alright, and this redstone right here works just by step on the pressure plate and it swaps the signal all the way out. What do you think? Should I put the redstone on the other corners too? And I wouldn't necessarily have to have it send a signal up on the other corners. I mean, I could. It might make it easier to wire up the farms later on, just to make it all look the same. I mean, obviously not on this corner because this is the front of the house, but maybe on the other 3 corners we could put the redstone. I thought that would look pretty cool. Let's just try it out real quick and see how we like it. So one of those there. Come on, fall this way. Yes! Got it back. So one there. Maybe one here and here. Alright, come this way too. No! No, it's okay. Yeah, so maybe like this. And I'm not too worried about mobs because if they run in here to this corner, then they'll start hitting the cactus and they'll kill themselves anyway. Alright, let me come up with a quick plan for how the farms are going to fit into here, and I'll go ahead and maybe start smelting some sand. Where's my coal? There we go. Alright, I'm going to check that out and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, we're back. I've had a chance to gather my thoughts. So let's go ahead and put down a floor here. And this floor is going to be for the pistons to sit on. And then the next layer out is going to need to be dirt. And this is where the melons will grow. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to alternate pistons. And then that'll give us enough room to have a plant on each one of the empty slots. Okay, now in order for these to be powered, I'm going to have to put this layer of blocks right here to run the redstone on. So, this layer here, and then all the way down. Okay, so let's just test this. If we put block here, let's assume those are melons. And if I open the door, ta-da, they'll get pushed off. Now with the melons, of course, they would break and fall down, giving me this lovely shower of nourishment. Alright, and what I'm going to do is mirror this on the other side. And because I'm doing that, what I'll do is actually send the signal up this corner as well, so that I'm not running the redstone wire all the way down here and over and across. So this is going to have a wall along through here. Windows here just to match everything else. Over and across. That's looking good. Gonna put a block on top of that. And let's just continue the pattern. Okay, so same thing with right here. Put a block there. And a block on top of that. And again, I'm just copying this side, so we're gonna put row blocks here. Finish that off. And this is going to give us a 2 wide area in the center for the melons to fall down. And I did not make enough pistons. Still fairly low on resources, having just started in here. So it'll be kind of touch and go. Okay, yeah, I can make a few more pistons. I got enough resources for that. Ooh, donations of sandstone. Deci's a nice guy. Even nicer if he supplies my sandstone habit. You know, I'm looking at this ceiling. And it's almost too low. I think I may need to raise it up one, and then we can put some sort of decoration on the bottom of it. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and talk to Deci about some sandstone, and we'll come back and make a decision about this. Yes, so much sandstone. Thank you. Oh, I'm already full. Let's put in chests. Wow, this will keep me going for quite a while. Yay! Okay. Oh, nice, the stars. I had not seen the tiny stars yet. Huh. Cool. Alright, so I was playing around with some half slabs. If I do this number, that will let me kind of hide the dirt on the bottom. I don't think that looks bad. It'll make an interesting ceiling pattern. Okay, so I went ahead and I've mirrored the design on the other side. And what I need to do now is hook this torch up to the same circuit as this torch is on. To do that, I'll run under the basement. Alright, so this wire comes in, runs across through here. And I'm going to need to go around because I don't want to interfere with that block. Actually, let me just do a quick rewire here. I don't need to do this or this. Close that whole area up right there. Put a block. No, that's not right either. I was going to just run a block that away, but okay, yeah, I was right the first time. Shouldn't second guess myself like that. And then the other one is going to come around this way. And here's where it's going to be going up. So let's see. Gonna have a block right here that I'm going to run the power into, and that should take care of it. So power, power, power. Awesome. Now I just need to put the torch on top of this block and on top of this block. Huh, it's still powered. Oh, it's coming from that one. Well, I guess to make it all the same, I'll need to put it on that torch as well. Yeah, these pumpkins aren't growing all that great. They were supposed to help feed me, and they weren't doing a good job. So 1, 2, it's gonna be under this corner right here. Right there. So I break that block out. Okay, so again, the cobblestone block here, and I'm just running the wire on the cobblestone so that it's visually different from all the sand, and I can tell where the wiring goes. That makes it a lot easier if anything ever gets messed up. You can just come back down and put redstone back on top of the cobblestone. Okay, so here, yes. Very good. This is gonna need to go. For now, we'll put it back. Don't worry, everything will be fine. I only have one redstone torch. Okay. Redstone. Nice smooth. Did that do it? Yes. Awesome. Okay, cool. Because yeah, this torch was powering this line as well as that torch. So now they're both off, and they'll all fire at the same time because there's no delays or anything in the wiring downstairs. Okay, let me just build this wall in just for aesthetics. I'll go ahead and put the block on top of the torch all the way around. Okay, cool. So that's a good start. Now time to do some planting. So plants go here, here. Need a little bit more seed, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That ought to do it. And here. And it's not going to be a perfect farm, but it'll be cool. Just to be able to walk through the door and have a bunch of melons come falling out of the ceiling. Should have some bone meal in here. Alright, let's grow these melons up. One for you, and one for you. One for you, you, and you. Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some sandstone here, that way whenever it breaks the melons, it won't get over there and get stuck. Do the same thing right here and here. And this is just to keep the melons from flying back in. And it should make the whole farm a little more efficient, which is always nice. Alright, who wants to grow a melon? Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and let this grow a couple melons. We'll run a harvest and then we'll call that an episode for today because it's starting to get a little late here. Alright, I'll be right back once we get a couple melons and we'll check it out. Okay, so the melons are grown, and because of the way they grew, we're only going to get this many this time. So there's not going to be one growing on that side, but having the extra spot is still beneficial because it'll give you a little extra efficiency. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop back down. I picked up the pressure plate because the villagers kept running through and activating it. So let me fill in this floor for now. When the house is done, we'll probably just have this floor just nice and smooth like this. Maybe some design, but fairly simple. So, pressure plate, door is closed. Okay, coming home after a long day at work. Open the door. I am hungry. What's for dinner? Oh look, melons! And that's how it works. And only missed one up on top. So, very nice, very nice. Oh, I went ahead and put some glass in while I was waiting, just to make it a little more fancy. Glass and some lighting. Alright, well, that's all for this episode. If you liked it, leave me a comment. Let me know. Subscribe, I'll keep it coming. Alright, that's it for today on Deci's server. See you next time.